in a sense was justified, obviously. I mean, in his head, he's not old enough, let alone strong enough or big enough to take on the stepdad. It's your boy, Mr. Yapper, and welcome back to another Yap session. So today, man, I got a video for you guys. I'm about to start dropping back to back. So I was, on Twitter, on Instagram, or whatever, and I seen that Lil Durk was trending, and I'm like, why? Let's see why. So I click, and I'm like, okay, so it looks like his son, allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly, of course, even though obviously there's, video proof of this, but it seems as if his son shot his stepdad. You feel me? Due to the fact that the stepdad was being, abusive to his mom. So I wanted to touch on this topic. As we know, Lil Durk has many kids, you feel me, with many different baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, we've known this. Throughout his career, we've known this. And one of his kids, is growing up to become just like him. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, you feel me? Like, he's starting off early, you feel me? And the first person he did it to was his stepdad. I don't know. The reasoning, in a sense, was justified, obviously. I mean, in his head, he's not old enough, let alone strong enough or big enough to take on the stepdad physically. So maybe he thought the best way to get him to stop would be to maybe, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I wonder what was going through the kid's head when this happened. I don't know if he was, intentionally planning this out, or because I'm assuming this has probably been a, ongoing thing, a current situation that they're facing, in the family household, where the mom is constantly getting, abused by the stepdad. And I think he got fed up, with it, and he probably just plotted it out. Like, if he's like, if I get my chance, if I get that window, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna take it. And I think that's what he did. And at this current moment, the stepdad is in the hospital from the clips that I've seen and that you're gonna see in the video. And yeah, bro got stitches all through his stomach. You feel me? Like straight up, like all the way down from the top to the bottom of his stomach, stitched up. It's a good thing he's alive, of course, because me personally, I don't believe anybody should, be taken out like that. Yes, what he was doing was terrible, and he shouldn't be doing that, And, like you see what, I guess consequences that could occur from, doing these kind of things to someone, especially someone's mother, while they're literally there witnessing it happen. Like, you think the kid's just gonna, even if the kid didn't do nothing to you at that very moment in time, I feel like the kid will grow up and always resent you, and he'll always remember that. And one day when he is old enough and big enough, he might actually beat you up, he might actually beat you up, like, or do worse to you, you know what I'm saying? So maybe in a sense, slight blessing in disguise, in a sense, because of the fact that, like, this might get rectified at an early stage in life before anything worse happens, or, the stepdad goes too far, or one day, the kid grows up and he's been plotting to take you out or do you dirty since he was a kid. Now he's old enough to take you out, and, he's physically probably just as big as you. Now he can. I don't know, but a lot of people are saying, Durk will be proud, and it's crazy because, like, we can't glorify these kind of things because we don't want the kid to think what he did was a good thing, and the baby mama's like, I let God handle my, my battles, what I'm saying, because God hits harder than I do, and which is 100% true. We always supposed to leave everything in God's hands, because God will definitely be able to take care of what we can't take care of, what I'm saying? Of course, the little things that, God gives us room to do, God would say, go do it on your own. You're capable of doing those things, go do it. I don't need to do it for you. But the things that are, in a sense, like impossible or really, really hard to reach and strive, that's where God comes in, what I'm saying? And takes care of business. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say what side I'm on. Obviously, I don't think no man should ever abuse a woman. And I don't even think women should abuse men. So, what I'm saying? Just to clarify that, because I know a lot of people be like, well, you can't justify the stepdad's behavior. Of course I can. Just like you can't really justify the kid's behavior. Even though the kid did something that in most people's eyes are right and most people would agree with, I still don't think that he should be picking up guns and shooting at that young age. You feel me? Like, he's too young. Like, that's traumatizing regardless of what he's experiencing at that very moment in time. Like, that's a traumatizing thing. He's gonna remember that for the rest of his life, and that could alter the outcome of his life and lead him down a path he may not, or should not, go. And in this case, I wonder what's, gonna happen, I guess, between, like, both parties, like the stepdad, the baby mama, the child, even Durk, because obviously this is Durk's child, what I'm saying? And, like, he's involved in the sense of just, like, it being his kid and the baby mama and stuff like that. So yeah, I wonder how that's gonna play out and everything like that. I wonder if any family feuds gonna go down, consequences, maybe legal problems or whatever. But I hope, everything works out, you know what I'm saying? And I just pray that kid, can recover from whatever he's experienced. The kids in general, because I'm pretty sure the other kids were probably witnessing a lot of that stuff as well at a young age. And I don't wish that on anybody, you know what I'm saying? And even for the stepdad, what he went through, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish that on him either, you feel me? Like, get better. Hopefully, you learn from the lesson that you've instilled in front of these children that are literally growing up watching you do what you're doing to their mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, be mindful of that. And if the if the baby mama has any role in antagonizing the man, or, I don't know, whatever the case may be, because we don't always, have all the details and everything we need to have as to what is even really going on. We're only going off of what we see, based off the footage that was surfaced. But like I said, I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody will be able to make it through this situation and be able to come out on the other side happy, healthy,